Hi everyone, welcome to the renew phase of our cleanse. Today we're going to be talking about DDR Prime. This is an amazing product from doTERRA. DDR Prime, or DDR, stands for Damaged DNA Repair. And before I dive into all of the amazing essential oils that are in that product, I really just wanted to go ahead and read you guys a quote out of this book. It's an awesome book that goes more in depth on a lot of science with essential oils and their benefits in our healing. He says in this book, one should never dismiss the reports of such powers as superstition or legend. Organisms are superb chemists. In a sense, they are collectively better than all the world's chemists at synthesizing organic molecules of practical use. Through millions of generations, each kind of plant, animal, and microorganism has experimented with chemical substances to meet its special needs. Each species has experienced astronomical numbers of mutations and genetic recombinations affecting its biochemical machinery. The experimental products thus produced have been tested by the unyielding forces of natural selection one generation at a time. And I feel like that just really touches on the power that is in nature. Like, it's just already there. It was made incredibly. It was made to change with the environment and its needs and made to survive. And really, plants, they have so many gifts for us, whether it's in the food that we eat, when we eat real, beautiful, vibrant, colorful food every day, like we've been doing with our salads and our smoothies, or it's from essential oils and the ways that we use them on a therapeutic level to help support our bodies. Today I'm talking about, like I said, DDR Prime, and I wanted to do a breakdown of some of the oils that are contained in it. And really, I think this goes, it's pretty obvious that when we have a combination of oils, the reason we do that is because each single essential oil has different benefits that come from it. Each different plant has different benefits that it has to offer. Really, essential oils, they're cell selective, meaning like they interact with different cells. They're selecting the cells they interact with. And so that, again, is another reason why you would want to use a variety of different oils, and using doTERRA's products that have already been formulated by chemists is amazing, because then you can experience all of the benefits of these certain oils already combined. Not only have they combined them, but they've also done studies to literally, like, they've researched how those chemistry particles from each oil are going to interact and then benefit our body. So before we break down each oil that is in DDR Prime, I just wanted to talk about really the purpose of DDR Prime. Fundamentally, at the root of all disease, it really all comes down to the function of our cells. And my science classes are years ago. I'm sure the same is for you guys, but we all remember studying little cells. Cells are what make up our entire body. We're made up of millions. I don't even remember how many cells our body is made out of. But really, when we make sure our cells are happy, our cells are functioning well, our health is then going to be happy, vibrant as well. So the three main things that our cells need are, number one, our cells need energy. And this is addressed obviously through food, through oxygen from exercise, and then also the product specifically from doTERRA that is designed specifically for cellular energy is the Lifelong Vitality Pack. The second things our cells need is protection from things like bacteria and viruses. And again, this is another topic for a different day, but really just how to support our bodies as they battle against foreign invaders like that. And then three, our cells need this capacity to be resilient. And resilient just really means that they're able to flex and mold to different things that come. They're able to adapt And then when they're supposed to die, our bodies have to be able to help them go through this process called cytopoptosis, meaning they need to be able to completely die. Otherwise, if we have a damaged cell just sitting in our body that wasn't able to fully go through the cytopoptosis process, that's when we have a lot of mutated cells that'll end up bulking together and cause some negative diagnoses in our life. When there's, like I said, clusters of cells in our body that shouldn't be there, and we do all sorts of crazy things to try to get rid of it because it can be severely life altering. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. So essential oils have been studied and proven to be able to not only protect DNA, but also potentially even reverse DNA damage. So again, this is like a cellular level thing that they are doing. There's a lot of chemistry that goes into this process. But when we break down DDR Prime, these oils are all designed to help the resiliency of the cells. So resiliency of cells will be affected in a negative way by poor nutrition, toxicity, and then inflammation in the body. And so again, DDR Prime is meant as a product to be able to help reverse those negative effects on a cellular level. So the essential oils that are in DDR Prime, you can really break them down into three main categories. They're either there to help to prevent DNA damage, they're there to induce apoptosis, meaning they're there to help cells that need to die actually do what they're supposed to do, help them to die and prevent the big C word from happening. And then last but not least, they're there to help prevent oxidative stress. So the oils that are in DDR Prime for DNA damage are specifically frankincense, thyme, and then lemongrass. Frankincense is known to, number one, help support healing cancer and other cellular diseases. It's an anti-inflammatory oil, and it's an immune stimulant. Thyme is a high antioxidant oil, and it also helps the brain as it ages. And then lemongrass is an anti-inflammatory oil. It's antiseptic, and then it's also helpful to induce apoptosis and decrease cancer cells in the body. So then next, specifically oils that are known to induce cytopoptosis are, again, lemongrass, clove is one, and then neoli. So clove is actually one of the highest antioxidant oils. In fact, it's one of the highest known substances that, as far as antioxidant levels go. And then it's also an anti-infectious oil, and it's specifically supportive to the liver and the thyroid. Neoli is an antifungal oil. It's also really, really helpful for people that need support going through radiation. And then basically in that to be able to help regenerate damaged tissues. And then the last category of oils in DDR Prime is the oxidative stress oils. So oils like orange are really high in D-limonene, which helps inhibit tumor growth and induce cytopoptosis. Summer savory is known for its antifungal benefits and anti-inflammatory, and then also helps reduce DNA damage from oxidative stress. And then the last one, of course, is again clove, because it's so high in antioxidants. So that's a lot, but basically I just want to let you know that DDR Prime really is one of the most incredible products from doTERRA, and I think probably pretty underutilized because people just don't know how amazing it is. This is a supplement that my husband actually takes every single day to help support his thyroid. And as you guys can tell, I'm being completely non-compliant in this video, so please don't repost what I'm saying. But really, DDR Prime is amazing for its ability to help support the immune system, and with anybody that has some sort of an autoimmune condition, this is a supplement that they need to be on, as well as people that are struggling with cancer or even just wanting to come to it from a preventative standpoint. And then another great use for DDR Prime is actually for children, especially children that are maybe struggling with some sort of developmental processes. I've heard a lot of testimonies about children that were struggling with speech and things like that, and just the results that DDR Prime was able to bring them. So I would not encourage them to take the soft gels. Obviously, a very heavily diluted roller bottle would be best in that case. But this is actually one that, since I've been researching it, I've decided is going to be in Elliot's daily routine, just to help support his development. So I hope that gives you some great new insight to DDR Prime and what an underutilized product it is. doTERRA sells it in both soft gel form and then also in the actual just pure oil form as well. It is a very caustic oil, meaning it's pretty strong on the skin and it should be always diluted. So thanks for joining today, and keep up all the great work on the cleanse.